Guy, I'm in debt. Some of which I can't even tell my wife.
Sometimes the hardest thing isn't failure, it's effort that goes unnoticed. It's waking up every day, showing up, trying again, and still feeling like the world has quietly moved on without you. There's a special kind of pain in doing your best and wondering if your best is simply not enough. And it's not because you're careless, it's not because you didn't try, but because life didn't respond the way you were promised it would. And nobody really talks about that part. We were told work hard, stay focused, be patient. But nobody warned us that patience can start to feel like punishment when results don't come. Nobody prepared us for the shame that creeps in when effort doesn't translate into progress. Sometimes you're not even asking for abundance, you're just asking for ease, for breathing room, for basic things to stop feeling like luxury items. And that can totally mess with your head because when survival becomes your full-time job, dreaming starts to feel like you're being irresponsible. You begin to negotiate with your own hopes. You start saying things like, maybe this is as far as I go. And if you spend enough time on social media, it gets louder. You find yourself scrolling past people celebrating milestones that feel light years away, engagements, promotions, new homes, soft lives. And even if you're genuinely happy for them, something in you quietly asks, what did I miss? And you're asking this question not in anger, but in confusion. You replay your life like a checklist. You ask yourself, did I start too late? Did I choose wrong? Did I wait too long? Did I trust the wrong people? And slowly, subconsciously, comparison turns into self indictment. Listen to me for a moment. Life does not move in straight lines, and success does not announce itself on a schedule. There is no universal timeline, no hidden step everyone else got but you somehow missed. There's no secret meeting where your name was removed from the list. Here's the truth we don't say enough. Some people aren't behind, they are just early in a chapter that hasn't made sense yet. And I know that sounds like comfort language. I know you've probably heard versions of that before, but stay with me. Because the lie that does the most damage is this one, the one that says, if it hasn't worked by now, it never will. Now, the mere thought of that is heavy, and it feels logical when you're tired, but it isn't truth, it's exhaustion talking. Another lie we absorb is that our worth depreciates with time. That if we don't arrive early, we've, you know, arrived wrong. But your value is not a product with an expiry date. You're not late to your life. You are alive inside it. If this is your first time on this show, here's my promise. With me, you will never have to worry about being judged instead of being heard. Here, your feelings are valid. Your voice is safe. And on this show, my only job is to help you see the best version of yourself. My name is Clinic, and please, just breathe. Welcome back. If you're still here with me, that already says something. Tonight isn't about answers, it's about not being alone while we search. It's quiet again. And if something in you needs to be heard, the phone lines are open. And like I always say, this is a no judgment zone. We have our caller for tonight. Hello?
Hi, Clinic.
Hello?
Can I ask you a question?
Of course you can.
Do you have a family?
Yes, I do.
You love them?
Yes, I do.
Do you think they love you?
I would like to think so.
So you're not sure.
No, no, no. Their words and actions haven't given me reason to think otherwise. Hello? Are you still there?
Tonight seems final.
Final.
Yeah, you know, for the first time in 11 years, I'm looking directly at the moon.
The moon.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Do you think it's bigger than the sun?
No, the moon isn't bigger than the sun. It just looks that way from down here because it's so much closer to us.
Yeah, perspectives, right? Everything is about perspectives. Do you ever get tired of being admired for surviving?
Sometimes, and I say that because survival isn't the same thing as being okay.
You're good at this thing.
I'm just listening.
Fair enough.
Where are you right now?
Somewhere quiet and high enough to see how tiny Lagos looks at night.
That view sounds incredible.
Bro, it is. I can finally hear myself think.
And what are you thinking about this very moment?
That I've been strong for too long. That I've been brave in ways nobody noticed. That I don't know how to ask for help without sounding like a disappointment.
You don't sound like a disappointment.
That's because you don't know me.
I know this version of you, and this version chose to call.
I didn't plan to. You know, it's just peaceful up here. No noise. At least not in my head. I planned silence tonight.
But you're still here.
For now.
When you asked about my family earlier, what were you really asking?
I wanted to know if love is something you feel or something you just assume is there.
So, what do you think?
I'm not thinking right now. My wife and kids are asleep.
You have a family?
Yeah. My boy is 8 and his little sister is 5. They think I'm the strongest guy in the world. But bro, I'm tired. I feel like a failure every day. And the bills, they just keep piling up. Guy, I'm in debt. Some of which I can't even tell my wife. I feel like I'm dragging them down with me.
That's a lot.
Tell me about it. I left the apartment. I didn't tell them I was leaving.
Living where?
I just stepped out. I needed air. Didn't think I'd need to explain myself.
And now?
Now I'm standing somewhere I shouldn't be standing, really. Trying to convince myself I don't matter enough to go back inside.
I'm really glad you told me that.
Why?
Because it tells me you don't actually want to disappear, you just want the pain to stop being so loud.
Guy, I don't tire.
I can hear it in your voice, but tired people deserve rest, not an ending.
I just looked down. I'm standing on one leg right now, outside the railing of my veranda. Many stories above the ground. The wind is strong tonight. One shift, and it's over.
Then don't shift. Just stay exactly where you are for a moment with me. Can you tell me one thing you would miss if you don't go back inside?
My daughter's laughter. It sounds like she's discovering joy for the first time. Every time.
She still has a lot more in life to discover with you by her side.
I don't know if I can go back inside. What if the noise comes back?
It might, but climbing back over that railing is choosing warmth, even if it's far away right now. Your kids need their dad, your wife needs you, and you need to see tomorrow's moon with them. Can you put both feet on solid ground for me?
Yeah, I can.
Great. Please climb back into the house.
Mm, I just did. I'm looking at the door.
Can you open it?
I don't know how to explain tonight to them.
You don't have to explain tonight, just survive it.
I think I can open the door.
That's huge. Go inside quietly and hold your family, even if they are sleeping.
Thank you. Really. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And hey, I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Good night, clinic.
Good night. If you have headphones, I would love you to stick around for the rest of the show, okay?
I'll try.
There's a part of me that is still trying to, understand what just happened right now. And people are going through it. People are actually going through it. Some parts are slower because they are deeper. And some delays are not denials, they are protection. You won't understand until later. And I know that later doesn't help you tonight. Later doesn't pay the bills. Later doesn't quiet the fear at 2 a.m. So let me say this gently and directly to you. If everyone writes you off, you don't have to join them. You don't have to turn temporary confusion into a permanent sentence. You don't have to disappear just because your life doesn't look impressive yet. There's a difference between being lost and being finished. And you are not finished. Sometimes the bravest thing isn't pushing harder. Sometimes it's staying, staying long enough for the fog to lift, staying long enough to let tomorrow surprise you. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to have, a 5-year plan. You don't need optimism right now. All you need is to breathe. You just need another minute and permission to exist without having to prove anything, at least not tonight. Because the fact that you're still here, the fact that you are still trying, still listening, it means something in you hasn't given up. And as long as something in you is still breathing, your story is still being written. So stay just for tonight, and then each waking day as it comes. Say this with me. I am complete. I am enough. I have love, and I am loved. I choose to be the best version of myself every single day. My smile will remain. My joy is forever. My faith in God is unshakable. I am free and alive, and I never forget to breathe. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope you follow, subscribe, and share this space with someone who needs it. Until next time, just breathe.